never shows up when you're around. Afterglow Avenue, only me and you. Late night diners and reflections, coffee steam against the blue. Empty parking lots at midnight still somehow feel beautiful. Maybe freedom is a feeling, maybe peace is being lost. Driving circles through the city without caring what it costs. No ending, no map, only headlights in the rain. We keep running through the afterglow, underneath the electric skies. Every shadow turning golden, every dream coming alive. Windows open to the cold air, heartbeat moving with the sound. Funny how the lonely feeling never shows up when you're around. If tomorrow comes too early, we can chase another night. Leave the sunrise in the rear view, disappear into the light. Still running through the afterglow, still burning soft and slow. Maybe all we ever needed was somewhere we could go. Afterglow Avenue, don't let go. And flickers through the dark, headlights fading past the bars. Dusty roads and cigarette smoke still remind me of your soul. We were young with nowhere planned, just two hearts and open hands, driving through the desert heat with those songs on repeat. Cheap motel on Highway 9, blue light shining in your eyes. You said maybe love survives, like you almost believe the lie. Now every lonely highway feels colder than before, and every midnight memory still waits outside my door. Afterglow motel tonight, neon burning soft and bright. Every shadow calls your name, like the summer never changed. Even when the city sleeps, you're the ghost I always keep, somewhere down that endless road. I still chase our afterglow. Coffee stains and wrinkled maps, tiny moments coming back. Your jacket in the passenger seat still feels incomplete. People leaving, seasons fade, but some feelings always stay, like the glow of broken signs shining through the night. Maybe we were always meant to disappear too fast. Still I replay every second, try to make it last. Afterglow motel tonight, neon burning soft and bright. Every shadow calls your name, like the summer never changed. Even when the city sleeps, you're the ghost I always keep, glow. If I turn the car around, would I find you there somehow, standing underneath the sign, frozen somewhere back in time? Maybe love was never gone, maybe it just moved along into every empty street, into every dream I keep. Afterglow motel tonight, fading underneath the lights. Every memory remains, running circles through my veins. Even if these move on, even if you're truly gone, somewhere far beyond the glow. I still wait outside your door. Neon flickers one last time. Morning slowly fills the sky, and somewhere on that lonely road, I still drive toward our afterglow. Windows down near the coastline, cold air moving through our hair. Street lights fading in the rear view, nothing heavy waiting there. Old songs echo through the speakers, you were humming every line. City noise feels far behind us, like we finally left it behind. Maybe we were both exhausted, maybe life got way too loud, but tonight feels kind of weightless underneath these quiet clouds. No pressure to explain our feelings, no pretending we're okay, just the comfort of existing at the end of a long day. She said, I forgot how silence feels when it doesn't hurt inside. So we kept driving past the ocean, watching dark waves hit the night. Everybody's chasing something, always trying to move ahead, but maybe peace is found in moments where nothing needs to be said. Late night gas stations, glowing coffee cups and sleepy eyes. Tiny memories becoming the moments that survive. Maybe life still feels uncertain, maybe we still overthink, but tonight the world feels softer, standing at the edge of it. Headlights stretching down the highway, sky beginning turning gold. Somewhere between lost and healing, learning how to let things go. And even when the morning finds us, even when this feeling ends, I'll remember how the coastline made us feel alive again. Rain taps softly on the glass, midnight spinning through the past. Old cassette beside my bed, playing words we never said. Summer dark, like a song inside my heart. Cheap headphones and late night calls, writing names across the walls. Every little melody still somehow remembers me. And maybe time keeps moving, but some moments never leave, like old songs hidden somewhere underneath our memories. Blue cassette dreams tonight, playing underneath the lights. Every chorus feels the same, calling softly through the rain. Even when the tape runs slow, I still hear your voice below, somewhere in the static glow. I still don't let go. Dusty jackets, movie scenes, tiny half-forgotten things. Every corner of this room still somehow belongs to you. People change and seasons fade, but some feelings always stay, like the warmth inside old songs, long after they're gone. Maybe love was never meant to stay forever young. Still I hear your heartbeat inside every drum. Blue cassette dreams tonight, playing underneath the lights. Every chorus feels the same, calling softly through the rain. Even when the tape runs slow, I still hear your voice below, somewhere in the static glow. I still don't let go. If I found those tapes again, would they sound the way they did? Would your laughter still survive, hidden somewhere deep inside? Maybe every melody still carries a part of me, back to all the nights we spent, living without consequence. Blue cassette dreams tonight, fading softly out of sight. Every memory still glows, like the songs we used to know. Even if the years move fast, some emotions always last, somewhere in the stereo. I still hear your echo. Rain fades slowly with the dawn. Tape keeps spinning all alone. And somewhere through the static air, I still feel you there. The sunset faded from the rear view, purple clouds above the lane. Every building glowing softly after hours in the rain. Wind keeps moving through the open passenger side window frame, while the city slowly disappears, like it forgot our names. Your reflection in the dashboard, golden light across your lips. Every quiet little movement feels like scenes from movie clips. Streetlights stretching into rivers on the surface of the glass. run through. Blue sky stretching over downtown, tiny clouds above the train, music playing through my headphones like a soft familiar rain. Traffic lights changing slowly, people waiting side by side, someone humming near the crosswalk while the buses roll nearby. Warm wind moving through the alleys, posters dancing on the walls. Every little ordinary moment feels beautiful after all. Old cameras around their shoulders, friends taking pictures in the sun, and the city keeps on glowing like the day just started young. Fresh fruit stands beside the station, bright colors underneath the trees, coffee ice melting beside me while the air smells sweet and clean. No heavy thoughts inside my pockets, no sadness following behind, only sunlight on the pavement and some peace inside my mind. Apartment windows shining softly, cats asleep beside the shops. Even time feels less impatient, like the world forgot the clock. The radio inside the cafe sends a song into the street, and somehow the whole afternoon moves together with the beat. Maybe life is made of moments people almost walk right past, little pieces of a feeling you wish somehow could always last. Blue sky stretching over downtown, golden afternoon in bloom. Still the music keeps on floating through the middle of June. Chrome reflections on the freeway, orange sky above the hills. Every passing conversation feels suspended, perfectly still. Your sneakers resting on the dashboard, hair moving with the wind. Some are hiding in the backseat like it never wants to end. Traffic lights become like paintings, melting softly in the rain. And the city far behind us starts dissolving into haze. There's a melody between us, and the pauses in the air. Something honest in the silence. time. Just the rhythm of the tires and your shadow next to mine. Cold air rushing through the windows, neon colors on your face. Every mile feels cinematic, like a scene we cannot save. Maybe freedom isn't leaving. Maybe freedom is this road. Learning how to keep on moving without carrying the load. Morning slowly paints the skyline, soft pink breaking through the gray. Still I wish the night kept driving just a little more this way. Chrome reflections on the freeway, last song fading with the dawn, and the silence after music feels too beautiful gone. Bright sunlight over the crosswalk, silver flashes on the train. Every corner of the city feels washed clean after the rain. People walking with iced coffees, tiny smiles beneath the sky. Someone dancing near the station without caring who walks by. Warm breeze drifting through the buildings, pushing leaves across the road. And the afternoon keeps glowing in a soft and steady flow. Music playing through my headphones, like a private little world, where the noise becomes distant, and the heavy thoughts uncurl. Flower shops beside the alley, fresh perfume inside the air. Every passing little moment feels lighter than yesterday. Clouds reflected in the windows, blue and white across the glass, while the city moves around me without needing me too fast. Old cafes with open curtains, quiet jazz beneath the lights. Even daytime feels cinematic in the middle of this life. Nothing perfect in the picture, still the feeling stays enough. Like the world became gentler, just from slowing down a touch. Bicycles beside the riverside, books resting beside the grass, and the warmth inside the sunlight makes the lonely feeling pass. Evening colors start appearing, soft gold melting into blue. Still I keep the music playing, like the day still feels brand new. Bright sunlight over the crosswalk, last breeze moving through the trees, and the calmness in the city finally feels easy to breathe. coffee warming up my fingers, morning sunlight on the glass, tiny reflections on the buildings, while the subway rushes past. People talking near the bakery, soft jazz playing from inside. Every little sound around me feels calm in the daylight. White sneakers moving through the crosswalk, cherry colors on the trees, someone laughing on the corner as the wind moves through the streets. No one really notices me, and somehow that feels nice, like the city gives me space to quietly enjoy my life. Paper cups and open windows, books stacked high beside the road, music drifting through my headphones while the clouds are moving slow. There's a peaceful kind of feeling in an ordinary day, when the sunlight hits the sidewalks and the pressure fades away. Buses rolling past the station, silver shadows on the floor. Every passing afternoon makes me want to walk some more. Small cafes with handwritten menus, plants arranged beside the door, and the smell of bread and sugar floating softly through the floor. Nothing major really happened, still the day feels warm somehow. Maybe happiness is smaller than I used to think, till now the sky slowly turns to amber as the evening settles in. Still the music keeps me moving with a quiet little grin. Fresh coffee warming up my fingers, golden light across the town, and the calmness in the moment makes me never want to slow down. Summer air coming through the window, music low while the city sleeps. Tired hearts driving nowhere, trying not to think too deep. Street lights blur across the dashboard, cold drinks resting by our feet. Talking about old memories like they happened last week. Maybe life feels overwhelming, maybe we got scars to heal, but tonight the world feels slower. Tonight everything feels real. No pressure for a little while, no expectations in the dark, just the sound of quiet laughter and the rhythm in our hearts. We don't need to know the future, we don't need to have a plan. Sometimes peace is just existing exactly where we are. She said maybe we don't need fixing, maybe we just need time. So we kept driving through the silence under faded traffic lights. Everybody moving too fast, trying hard to chase a name, but we're sitting by the riverside, watching clouds slowly change. Old songs through cheap headphones, late night snacks from corner stores. Tiny moments feel much bigger when you don't we're breathing. At least tonight we're free to move. The city feels softer after midnight, like the pressure disappeared, like all the noise inside our heads finally became clear. And even when the morning comes, even when this night is gone, I'll remember how alive we felt, driving slow before the dawn. Neon colors on the rain, Tokyo calling out your name. Last train running through the dark, like a pulse inside my heart. 7 floors above the street, vending lights and tired feet, coffee warming up my hands while old songs slowly dance. You were laughing by the door, like we had been here before. Tiny moments glowing blue, now they all lead back to you. And every crowded avenue still somehow feels lonely. Ever since the night you left, the city changed around me. Echoes in Tokyo tonight, fading underneath the lights. Every station, every sign still repeats you in my mind. Even when the rain falls down, I still search through this town. Somewhere past the midnight glow, I still don't let you go. Umbrellas drifting through the street, soft reflections at my feet. Taxi windows blurred with rain, like memories on a train. People rushing home alone, faces lit by mobile phones. But somewhere in this crowded maze, I still replay our days. Maybe love was always meant to disappear too fast. Still your shadow stays with me inside the photograph. Echoes in Tokyo tonight, fading underneath the lights. Every station, every sign still repeats you in my mind. Even when the rain falls down, I still search through this town. Somewhere past the midnight glow, I still don't let you go. If I saw you crossing streets underneath electric dreams, would you stop and look my way like you did back yesterday? Maybe somewhere in this city you still hear our melody, floating softly through the rain, calling out my name again. Echoes in Tokyo tonight, burning softly out of sight. Every memory remains, like neon running through my veins. Even if the years move fast, some emotions always last. Somewhere in the city glow, I still belong to Tokyo. Last train fading with the rain, morning slowly comes again. And somewhere through the neon skies, you still live inside my mind. Rain tapping softly on the window, songs playing from your speaker. Half asleep but still awake, watching cars pass through the silence like they had somewhere to escape. Maybe we've both been exhausted, maybe life feels way too fast, but tonight we let the hours slow down and stop thinking about the past. No pressure hanging in the air now, no expectations left to chase, just tired hearts learning slowly how to breathe in one place. You said, do you think people like us ever fully heal inside? I looked out toward the empty streets and watched the midnight sky. Everybody's always searching, always trying to become, but maybe peace is found in moments that don't belong to anyone. Late night snacks on kitchen counters, warm hoodies and sleepy eyes. Tiny memories feel endless under apartment city lights. Maybe nothing lasts forever, maybe mornings change too much, but at least tonight feels gentle. At least tonight we still have us. Streetlights fading with the sunrise, coffee cooling by the bed, somewhere between lonely and hopeful, listening to everything unsaid. And even when this night is over, even when the music fades, I'll remember how your silence made the heavy feeling change. Late light falling through the blinds, dust dancing in the gold tonight. I hear the city far away, but in this room the world just fades. Pictures sleeping on the floor, same old jacket by the door. I still leave the TV on just to feel like someone's home. You said forever in July, now summer barely survives. Every little thing we knew turns into another shade of blue. And maybe time knows something that I don't understand. Maybe letting go isn't losing in the end. We're fading like Polaroids, slowly losing all the noise. Colors turning soft and gray, memories don't leave that way. I still hear your voice at night, floating underneath the light. Even if your heart moved on, a part of you still lives in this song. Coffee stains and midnight drives, tiny pieces of our lives. I replay them in my head, every word we never said. People say the pain will pass, like winter never really lasts, but some feelings stay behind, like old songs frozen in time. Or maybe we're just strangers with familiar eyes again, trying to find comfort inside what could have been. We're fading like Polaroids, slowly losing all the noise. Colors turning soft and gray, memories don't leave that way. I still hear your voice and just changed its form into echoes, into dreams, into all these in between. We're fading like Polaroids, broken hearts and quiet storms. Every shadow, every flame still somehow remains the same. I still keep your side alive somewhere deep inside my mind. Even if the years move on, a part of us still sings along. Light fading from the blinds, dust still dancing in the night, and somewhere in the quiet room I still make a place for you. Golden sunlight on the sidewalks, soft reflections in the glass. Every little sound around me feels slower as the hours pass. Fresh air drifting through the station, cars rolling under the trees. Someone singing from the window, mixing softly with the breeze. White clouds hanging over rooftops like they don't have anywhere to go, and the city keeps on moving in a warm and quiet flow. Music playing through my headphones, gentle rhythm in my chest. For a moment all the pressure finally decides to rest. Tiny cafes full of people, books and flowers near the walls. Every ordinary corner feels alive and beautiful. Bicycles beside the river, children running through the park. Even shadows look lighter underneath the afternoon spark. Cold iced coffee in my right hand, warm sunlight across my face. There's a peaceful kind of freedom in having nowhere to chase. Storefront signs begin reflecting amber colors through the street, while the steady sound of footsteps moves together with the beat. Maybe joy is something simple, like the weather after rain, or a quiet walk through downtown without thinking too much again. The sky slowly turns to orange, evening waiting far away. Still I wanna keep on walking through the middle of the day. Golden sunlight on the sidewalks, last train humming somewhere blue, and the calmness in the moment feels honest and brand new. Streetlights passing by slowly, windows down into the night. headlights in my eyes. Radio keeps playing softly while the highway pulls me close. Every mile feels like a movie. I don't wanna end this road. Cold air running through my jacket, hands relaxed against the wheel. All the noise I try to escape and suddenly doesn't feel real. Maybe freedom sounds like silence, maybe peace is late at night, when the world is far behind you and the sky is full of light. No destination, no reason why, just me and the dark blue sky. We keep driving through the neon, through the empty avenue. Every heartbeat moving faster, every life feels brand new. Windows shaking with the music, summer air and city glow. I don't care where this road leads, I just don't wanna go home. Highway lights, stay with me tonight. Gas station coffee at midnight, purple clouds above the hills, billboards fading in the rear view. Everything suddenly feels still. There's a freedom in the motion, in the blur of passing signs, like the whole world disappears when your shadow moves with mine. No tomorrow, no looking back, only the sound of the engine track. We keep driving through the neon, through the empty avenue. Every heartbeat moving faster, every life feels brand new. Windows shaking with the music, summer air and city glow. I don't care where this road leads, I just don't wanna go home. If the morning comes too quickly, we can outrun sunrise, leave the city far behind us, under endless silver skies. Still driving through the neon, still chasing after blue. Every second feels electric, every dream feels true. Street lights melting into motion, like a film I can't let go. Maybe all we really needed was one long endless road. Highway lights, keep driving tonight. City's quiet, only headlights moving slow. Windows down against the night air, no place we really need to go. Old playlists through the speakers, half the songs we know by heart, laughing at the same dumb story. stories like we never grew apart. Maybe life's still kinda messy, maybe we still overthink, but tonight feels soft and weightless, like we finally get to breathe. Summer lights reflecting softly on the river by the road. Everything feels distant lately, but somehow less alone. She said, do you ever miss old versions of the people we once were? So we sat there for a moment, listening without words. Everybody wants a future, everybody wants a sign, but maybe peace is just a feeling you can't force or design. Late night stores and cheap iced coffee, music echoing downtown. Tiny moments in slow motion while the whole world settles down. Maybe we don't need the answers, maybe healing takes its time. Maybe getting through the hard days is enough some nights. Streetlights stretching down the highway, sky beginning turning blue. Somewhere between tired and hopeful, somewhere close to something new. And even when this night is over, even when we go our ways, I'll remember how the silence made the heavy feeling fade. Bright sunlight falling on the pavement, tiny shadows from the trees. Someone playing songs from speakers near a cafe down the street. Fresh air moving through the crosswalk, light blue sky above the town. Every busy little moment feels slower when I look around. Cars reflecting silver flashes, people laughing on the train, warm coffee resting in my hands, while clouds are drifting without shape. There's a softness in the afternoon that makes the whole world feel light, like all the heavy thoughts inside me quietly disappeared from sight. Yellow flowers near the sidewalk swaying gently in the wind. Even strangers passing by me look happier today somehow. Old bicycles beside the bookstore, dogs asleep outside the mall, and the music in my headphones feels like it belongs to it all. No dramatic conversations, no sad ending in my head, only sunlight through the branches, painting colors overhead. Maybe peace is something simple, like a warm and careless day, walking slowly with no purpose, while the month of May escapes. Tiny stores with open windows, sweet perfume inside the air. Every corner of the city feels unusually sincere. The afternoon keeps glowing softly, golden light across the cars, and the quiet inside my chest finally doesn't feel so far. Bright sunlight falling on the pavement, evening waiting somewhere blue. Still I keep on walking slowly, like the day still feels brand new. Waves crashing under neon skies, salt air drifting through the night. Your silhouette beside the shore feels like something worth fighting for. We drove nowhere else to go. Windows down, hearts moving slow. Streetlights painted on your skin, like the night was pulling us in. Your laughter floating through the dark, like fireworks without sparks. And for a moment time stood still. Somehow I thought it always will. We were young enough to believe nothing fades away. Now your memory washes over me like the tide again. Midnight swimming in your eyes, lost beneath the electric skies. Every touch felt like a dream, slipping through my hands unseen. Even now I hear your name echoing inside the waves. Somewhere in the ocean blue, a part of me still swims to you. Swims to you. Summer turned to colder days, but your ghost still softly stays in every song, in every light, in every sleepless drive at night. I still pass that empty road where we danced without control. The shadows glowing in the dark, trying to outrun broken hearts. Maybe love was never meant to survive the years. Maybe it was only made to leave us souvenirs. Midnight swimming in your eyes, lost beneath the electric skies. Every touch felt like a dream, slipping through my hands unseen. Even now I hear your name echoing inside the waves. Somewhere in the ocean blue, a part of me still swims to you. Reaching out for mine under moonlight, out of time. Maybe somewhere far away, you still think of us the same. Maybe every restless sea still carries underneath the lights. Every memory remains like soft thunder after rain. Even if the world moves on, even if you're truly gone, somewhere deep beneath the blue, a part of me still swims to you. Waves crashing under neon skies. Waves crashing under skies, salt air fading with the night. And somewhere far beyond the tide, I still keep your heart alive. Static voices in the dark, moonlight painting passing cars. Engine humming low and slow, nowhere left for me to go. Streetlights blur like faded stars, midnight drifting through my heart. Your old jacket on the seat still smells like your perfume sheets. Every station sounds the same, love song soaked in summer rain. And somehow every melody still brings you back. Some roads never end, maybe hearts just learn to bend. Still I drive beneath the sky, trying to leave us behind. Moonlight, radio tonight, streets, people come and people fade, but some feelings always stay, like the moon above the sea, still shining over me. Maybe we were just a phase written briefly in the stars. Still your shadow rides beside me. Every time I drive this far. Moonlight radio tonight, playing softly through the night. Every song becomes your name, echoing inside my brain. Even when the signal dies, I still hear you in my mind. Somewhere in the midnight glow, you still won't let me go. If tomorrow changed everything, would we still remember this? All the nights we stayed awake, talking underneath the mist. Maybe somewhere down the line you'll hear this old song again and remember how we danced like the world would never end. Moonlight radio tonight, burning softly out of sight. Every memory still plays through these lonely city waves. Even if the years move on, even if you're truly gone, somewhere underneath the stars, you still live inside my heart. Static fading with the dawn, highway carrying me on, and somewhere through the quiet glow, I still hear our radio. Blue ocean sleeping beside us, city lights behind the hills, your reflection on the window moves together with the wheels. Street signs shining through the darkness, palm trees dancing in the wind. Every moment feels suspended, like the night might never end. Soft perfume and faded laughter, coffee stains beside the seat, radio static in the background, mixing with the summer heat. Somewhere far beyond the harbor, boats are drifting through the dark, while the freeway keeps unfolding like a map inside my heart. The moonlight paints your skin in silver, every glance feels slow and warm. Even silence sounds romantic when we're driving through the storm. Traffic fading in the distance, nothing left except the sound of the tires cutting softly colors bleeding in the rain. Funny how a single evening can erase a week of pain. Your hand resting near the shifter, cold rain shining neon blue. Every passing tunnel somehow pulls me closer into you. No one asking for forever, no one trying to hold tight. Still the feeling keeps expanding with the rhythm of the night. Morning hiding past the skyline, clouds beginning to appear. Still I wish the road would stretch out just to keep you sitting here. Blue ocean sleeping beside us, final song begins to fade, and the headlights keep on floating through the memories we made. Rain falls slow on the avenue, neon colors bleeding through. Every light reminds me of the way you looked before you left. Midnight echoes through the train, city breathing through the rain. People passing like a blur, but all I see tonight is her. Cold wind underneath my coat, your last words still softly float somewhere in the static air, like you never disappeared. And every street I walk alone still somehow leads me home, back to all the nights we had before everything went black. Neon rain falling on me like a faded memory. Every drop becomes your name, washing slowly through my brain. I still hear you in the dark, like a song without an end. Even if you're gone tonight, I still feel you in the light. Coffee shops and traffic signs, tiny pieces left behind. Photographs inside my phone, proof that I was not alone. Summer turned to colder skies, still your shadow stays alive, dancing softly in my head, in the words we never said. Maybe love was always meant to disappear like smoke. Still I hold on to the fire, even when it's cold. Neon rain falling on me like a faded memory. Every drop becomes your name, washing slowly through my brain. I still hear you in the dark, like a song without an end. Even if street lights blur like faded memories. Golden circles in the dark, and the freeway keeps unfolding like a story without marks. Even breathing feels slower past the sleeping boulevard, where the city hides its sadness under chrome and neon stars. Morning clouds begin to gather, blue light touching every sign. Still the engine keeps on moving, like the night is still alive. Red lights floating through the rainfall, last exit coming into view, and the silence after midnight still feels beautiful with you. Golden light across the dashboard, ocean wind inside my hair, palm trees moving like a slow dance, summer floating through the air. Your voice mixing with the radio, low enough to feel like smoke. Every second feels cinematic, like a scene nobody wrote. Waves crashing somewhere beside us, city lights begin to glow. We don't really need a destination, just somewhere the night can go. Slow down, stay close, let the whole world disappear. We keep driving down the coastline, windows open to the dark. Every streetlight paints reflections like fireworks across your heart. Blue horizon in the distance, music underneath the stars. If tonight could last forever, I would stay right where we are. Ocean drive, stay here tonight. Barefoot running near the highway, laughing underneath motel signs. Cheap drinks and late conversations turning into blurred headlights. There's a magic in the silence when your hand falls next to mine, like the whole world stopped moving just to freeze this moment in time. No pressure, no plans, only moonlight on the sand. We keep driving down the coastline, windows open to the dark. Every streetlight paints reflections like fireworks across your heart. Blue horizon in the distance, music underneath the stars. If tonight could last forever, this go? Silver planets in the sky, headlights fading by my side, midnight stretching endlessly, like the universe and me. Cold air drifting through the door, your old sweater on the floor, tiny pieces left behind, orbit softly through my mind. We were talking through the night, like the stars were ours to find. Every heartbeat felt so close, now you're just another ghost. And maybe love keeps spinning, even after worlds collide. Maybe broken constellations still glow in the night. Saturn lights above the city, shining down so endlessly. Every memory remains like stardust inside my face. Even when the sky turns dark, you still echo through my heart. Somewhere in the cosmic blue, I'm still drifting back to you. Late night diners, empty roads, neon rivers softly glow. People moving far below, while I watch the skyline glow. Every song inside my car feels like talking to the stars, trying not to say your name, even though it feels the same. Maybe we were never meant to survive beyond the flames. Still your gravity keeps pulling every part of me again. Saturn lights above the city, shining down so endlessly. Every memory remains like stardust inside my veins. Even when the sky turns dark, you still echo through my heart. Somewhere in the cosmic blue, I'm still drifting back to you. If tomorrow disappeared, would you still be waiting here? Underneath the satellite glow, where we used to lose control. Maybe somewhere past the stars, you still carry who we are, like a signal through the night, never truly out of sight. Saturn lights above the skyline, burning softly through the night. Every shadow, every flame still somehow repeats your name. Even if the years move on, even if you're truly gone, somewhere in the endless blue, a part of me still belongs to you. Silver planets fade away, morning slowly breaks the gray, and somewhere through the fading light, I still see your Saturn light. Clock keeps moving quietly, but tonight feels stuck with me. City lights outside my room fade into a silver blue. Your sweater hanging by the chair still smells like your perfume there. Little things I tried to hide keep replaying in my mind. We were talking through the dark, like two strangers with one heart. Never thought we'd disappear. Now your voice is all I hear. And maybe love moves slowly, streets, cold wind brushing past my cheeks. Everyone keeps moving on while I'm stuck inside this song. Photographs inside my phone, proof that I was not alone. Tiny moments, blurry frames, still somehow remain the same. Maybe we were never meant to survive the years. Still your shadow follows me through every atmosphere. Slow motion hearts tonight, falling underneath the lights. Every second feels the same, burning softly in the rain. Even if you're far away, I still hear the words you say. Somewhere in the quiet dark, you still move my frozen heart. If tomorrow starts again, will we make the same mistakes? Will we still hold on to us even when the whole world changed? Maybe somewhere out tonight, you're still driving through the rain, thinking of the summer nights that still echo in my veins. Slow motion hearts collide, even after goodbye. Every memory still glows like the last light after snow. Though the seasons come and go, you're the feeling I still know. Somewhere underneath the stars, you still live inside my heart. Clock keeps moving quietly. Morning slowly follows me, but somewhere under fading dark, you still beat inside my heart. Warm sunlight across the sidewalk, coffee smell inside the breeze. People laughing near the station, flowers moving through the trees. White clouds drifting over buildings, soft blue stretching through the sky. Every little sound around me feels lighter this time. Old headphones and faded sneakers, quiet music in my ears. Walking slowly through the city like there's nowhere else to be. Tiny cafes full of stories, open windows humming air. Every passing stranger somehow feels connected for a second there. Nothing special really happens, still the afternoon feels cold. Maybe peace is just a moment you don't notice till it's gone. Green lights changing at the crosswalk, bikes rolling beside the park. Sun reflections on the river, painting diamonds through the dark. Warm breeze moving through my jacket, cars fading into sound. For the first time in a while, my thoughts finally calm down. Children running through the fountain, music playing from a shop. And the world keeps moving softly without asking me to stop. No big answers, no big plans, only sunlight on my hands. Every corner feels familiar, every shadow feels brand new. Like the city changed its colors just because the sky turned blue. Even time feels slower lately in the middle of May air. And the quiet kind of happiness is suddenly everywhere. Warm sunlight across the sidewalk, evening slowly coming through. Still I keep on walking gently, like the day was made for you. Soft wind moving through the crosswalk, sunlight dancing on the cars. Every little piece of daylight most times. Music running through my headphones, soft enough to clear my head, like the noise inside my thoughts slowly melted into rest. Warm coffee beside the river, pages turning in the park. Even time feels less impatient underneath the afternoon spark. Storefront mirrors catch reflections, golden colors moving slow, while the streets keep flowing gently like they don't need anywhere to go. There's a comfort in the ordinary, in a random day like this. Nothing major really happens, still it somehow feels like bliss. Bikes lined up outside the market, flowers resting near the stairs, and the sunlight through the branches paints soft patterns everywhere. No big dreams to chase this moment, no sadness left to explain, only quiet steps and music and the softness after rain. Evening slowly starts approaching, orange skies above the town. Still I keep on walking farther, just to keep the feeling around. Soft wind moving through the crosswalk, final song begins to fade, and the peace inside the daylight feels like something meant to stay. Windows fogging from the night air, music playing way too low, city sleeping in the distance, nowhere special left to go. We were talking about nothing, still it somehow meant a lot. Little laughs and random stories in the parking lot. Summer breeze through open windows, street lights glowing on your face. For a moment life felt lighter, like the world slowed down its pace. No pressure hanging on our shoulders, no need to explain ourselves, just two tired people breathing without thinking about tomorrow. She said, why does midnight feel so honest? Why does everything feel clear? Maybe silence hits different when the whole world disappears. Everybody chasing something, always running out of time. But tonight we move much slower, leaving all the stress behind. Old convenience store receipts, cheap coffee and blurry roads. Tiny moments become memories that stay longer than we know. Maybe life still feels uncertain, Maybe we're still figuring out, but at least tonight feels peaceful. At least tonight there's no doubt. Street lights flicker on the highway, headlights fading into blue. Somewhere between being lost and finally feeling new. And even when the sunrise finds us, even when the music ends, I'll remember this feeling like a place I want again. Raindrops sliding down the rooftop, taxi lights across the street, every shadow in the mirror moves together with the beat. Smoke rising from the coffee, 2 a.m. without a plan, watching strangers pass beneath us like waves disappearing in sand. Your black jacket on my shoulders, cold hands reaching for the heat. There's a quiet kind of magic in the way our silences speak. The radio keeps cutting softly, static breaking through the song. Still somehow it sounds much better when your voice is singing along. Every time feels endless, every red light glows like gold. Funny how the empty city feels less empty when you're close. Headlights running through the rainfall, blurred reflections on the glass, like the whole world melts slowly, trying not to move too fast. No one calling through the speakers, no one waiting back at home, just the highway and the engine and the comfort of unknown. Street signs flicker like old memories, neon colors stain the night. Your eyes glowing in the darkness like a hidden traffic light. Even breathing feels cinematic inside this exhausted town, where the buildings never sleep and lonely hearts keep driving round. Morning clouds begin together, silver blue above the sea. Still the final chorus plays like it doesn't want to leave. Raindrops sliding down the rooftop, last exit fading from view, and the static in the speakers still sounds beautiful with you. Sunlight pouring through the station, tiny sparkles on the ground, every window catching colors as the train rolls out of town. Fresh breeze moving through the sidewalks, paper bags and iced latte cups, people filling up the crossings while the city slowly wakes up. Small bookstores near the corner, plants arranged outside the doors, every quiet little detail feels warmer than before. Music flowing through my headphones, soft enough to blur the day, like the world became slower in the nicest kind of way. Friends are laughing near the fountain, dogs are sleeping in the shade, and the clouds above the buildings drift like watercolor paint. Nothing dramatic in the moment, still my chest feels strangely light. Maybe happiness is simple when the weather feels this bright. Old bicycles beside the river, silver sunlight on the rails, even passing conversations sound softer, carried by the air. The cafe windows stay wide open, sweet vanilla in the breeze, and the afternoon keeps glowing through the branches of the trees. No destination really waiting, no reason left to rush, only footsteps and the music and the comfort of enough. Evening slowly paints the rooftops, orange fading into blue. Still I keep on walking gently, like the whole day pulled me through. Sunlight pouring through the station, final song begins to play, and the quiet inside my heartbeat feels peaceful in May. Silver rain across the windshield, slow reflections on your face, every signal turning blurry as the city starts to fade. Leather seats and quiet breathing, red tail lights along the road. There's a strange kind of freedom in not knowing where to go. Your perfume mixed with cold midnight, engine humming underneath. Every mile feels like a secret, only dark playing soft and low, and the city far behind us, like a life we used to know. Golden light across your face, summer slowly fades away, windows down, the ocean air still feels like you were there. We drove nowhere after dark, chasing headlights through the stars. Every song became our own, every silence felt like home. Your hand resting next to mine, like forever had no time. And for one brief endless night, everything just felt alright. But nothing ever really stays, not the seasons, not the rain. Still your memory burns softly, like the sunset in my veins. Velvet sunset in my mind, colors we can't leave behind. Every shadow, every flame still remembers your name. Even when the night turns cold, I still feel your hands to hold. Somewhere underneath the sky, our hearts never said goodbye. Another season quickly passed, but every time the evening glows, I still think of what we were. Coffee cups and Polaroids, tiny fragments of our noise, scattered softly through the years, like unfinished souvenirs. Maybe love was always meant to disappear like light. Still I carry every moment into every night. Change the way it ends, or will we still lose ourselves inside this beautiful hell? Maybe somewhere far away, you still replay those days where the sunset touched your skin, and we thought love couldn't end. Velvet sunset in my mind, burning softly through the night. Truly gone, somewhere deep beyond the blue, the sunset still leads me to you. Golden light begins to fade, night replaces every shade, but somewhere in the afterglow, I still haven't let you go. Midnight train sounds in the distance, cold air drifting through the door. We stay talking under like we had nowhere to be anymore. The city looks softer from up here, tiny lights against the dark, like every tired person underneath was carrying a hidden heart. You lean back and close your eyes, music low beside the rain. For the first time in a long while, everything felt calm again. No pressure to become somebody, no need to chase another dream. Sometimes peace is just existing somewhere in between. Everybody moves so quickly, always scared of falling behind. But tonight we let the hours pass without racing through our minds. Old hoodies and tired sneakers, cold coffee and paper cups. Small moments somehow feel bigger when the world finally shuts up. She said maybe growing up just means learning how to slow down. So we watched the empty highways wrap around the sleeping town. Maybe life still feels uncertain, maybe nothing's fully clear, but at least tonight feels honest. At least tonight we're here. Street lights flicker through the silence, sky beginning turning gray. Somewhere between sadness and comfort, watching another night fade away. And even when the morning finds us, even when we leave this place, I'll remember how the quiet made the whole world feel safe.
They used to laugh when I stayed quiet, acting like I'd never grow, like my life would stay the same while they stood above me all alone. I remember all the pressure, every sleepless night and doubt, walking through the freezing city, trying not to break down. Every scar became ambition, every loss became a spark. I kept building through the silence, alone inside the dark. Now my body feels much stronger, now my vision feels so clear. I stopped listening to opinions, stopped surviving through fear. You can say I'll never make it, you can doubt me every day, but I turned all of that hatred into fuel along the way. I'll be number one, even if I walk alone, even if the road is cold, even if nobody knows. I'll be number one, through the pressure and the pain. Everything that tried to stop me only made me stronger again. Late nights with my headphones blasting, running while the city sleeps, trying to become somebody that the old me couldn't be. People only love success after all the pain is gone, but they never see the process, never hear the lonely song. She said, keep your heart from turning bitter, don't become what hurt you most. So I learned to carry pressure without giving up my soul. Now we drive through neon highways, went for nothing in the end. I'll be number one, even if I walk alone, even if the road is cold, even if nobody knows. I'll be number one, through the pressure and the pain. Everything that tried to stop me only made me stronger again. Now the fear don't control me, now the stress don't hit the same. I survived too many dark nights just to quit before the change. One day they will finally see me healthier, calm, standing tall, but they'll never know the battles I survived through after all. I'll be number one, not because I never fell, but because I kept on rising every time life dragged me through. I'll be number one, I can feel it deep inside. Every scar became the reason why I'm still alive. I used to sit alone for hours, thinking maybe they were right. Maybe I was born to lose, maybe I'd disappear at night. Every word got stuck inside me, every fake laugh left a scar. People only saw the silence, never saw how hard things are. So I stopped talking about feelings, stopped explaining all the pain, started running through the darkness, walking slowly through the rain. Every night became a lesson, everyone became a guide. I was building something stronger deep inside my mind. Now my shoulders feel much lighter, now my lungs can finally breathe. Everything that tried to break me couldn't take the fight from me. You can hate me if you want to, you can doubt me every day. Still I'm waking up and proving, still I'm finding my own way. And she said, don't let this world control you, don't become afraid to shine. So I kept my focus forward, leaving all that fear behind. Now we ride through empty streets, windows down, cold midnight air. No more begging for acceptance, no more carrying despair. People change when they see progress, when your life begins to rise. Funny how they never loved you when you struggle to survive. But we remember every cold night, every lonely train ride home, every silent conversation where we felt completely alone. Now the pressure feels different, now the stress don't hit the same. Pain became another chapter, not the ending of a day. One day we'll stand much higher, far away from who we were. Healthy minds and steady heartbeats, finally seeing life feel clear. And even if the road stays heavy, even if the scars remain, we keep moving through the darkness, learning how to heal the pain. trying to breathe again. Heavy thoughts inside my head. Another day to keep moving, even when my energy was dead.
People looked at me like a failure, like I never changed my life. But they never felt the pressure. I survived through every night,
every lonely workout session, every walk beneath the rain, built a version of me stronger, through the stress and through the pain.
I remember all the dark nights, feeling lost and out of place, trying hard to hide emotions, written deeply on my face.
Still I kept myself improving, one more step, another scar. 'Cause deep inside I knew I was meant to go far.
Now my breathing feels much calmer, now my focus feels so sharp. Everything that once destroyed me only strengthened my heart.
You can judge me if you need to,
You can laugh and look away, still I wake up getting stronger, still I grow a little every day.
and she said, one day all this
Pain will leave you,
one day you will
love your life.
So I kept my
Vision forward
through the
darkness every night. Now we drive beneath the skyline, neon lights across the rain. Too exhausted, so still healing, trying not to break again. People only love the outcome, never love the sacrifice, never feel the hidden pressure living deep behind the eyes.
But we survived another winter, another season, feeling low. And the people who once judged us still don't know how far we've grown. Now the future feels much brighter, now the fear don't hit the same.
Everything that once controlled me couldn't stop the inner flame.
No more begging for acceptance, no more chains around my mind. I was built through all the pressure, now I leave the fear behind. And even if life gets heavier, even if the scars remain, I'll keep walking toward tomorrow, learning how to win again. Another cold night in the city, headphones loud against the rain, thinking about the old version of me that almost disappeared in pain. People talk like I was hopeless, like I never change at all. But they never saw me fighting every time I almost fell. Too much stress inside my system, too many sleepless nights alone, trying to stay mentally strong when my heart felt far from home. Still I kept myself moving, still I pushed through every scar, because deep inside I knew I was meant for something more. Every workout, every sunrise, every lonely midnight drive turned me into someone calmer, someone finally feeling alive. Now my lungs feel full and
my back, while you waste your time judging. I keep moving and reacting. She said, don't let pain decide your future. Don't let darkness steal your name. So I learned to carry pressure without drowning in the pain. Now we drive beneath the skyline, neon lights across our eyes. Two exhausted souls still healing, trying hard to survive. People only love the ending, never love the years it takes, never see the hidden pressure that creates the strength we make. But we survived another winter, another chapter filled with doubt. And the people who once judged us still don't know what we're about. Now the future feels much brighter. Now the fear don't feel the same. Everything that once controlled me only fed the inner flame. No more living for opinions, no more chains around my mind. I was built through all the pressure. Now I leave the past behind. And even if the road stays heavy, even if the scars remain, I'll keep rising through the darkness again and again and again. Late night shadows on the pavement, cold wind moving through the dark. Another night I kept on fighting with the chaos in my heart. People thought I'd stay broken, thought the stress would make me fall, but they never saw the discipline I was building through it all. Every lonely run at midnight, every workout, every scar turned me into someone stronger than the person I once was. I remember feeling hopeless, feeling trapped inside my mind, trying hard to keep on breathing while the world just passed me by. Still I kept myself improving, one more step, another day, turning pressure into power, finding strength inside the pain. Now my heartbeat feels much calmer, now my breathing feels alive. Everything that once destroyed me only taught me how to rise. You can judge me from a distance, you can laugh behind my back, still I wake up chasing progress, still I stay on my path. And she said, one day all this pain will heal you, one day all this stress will fade. So I kept my eyes ahead now, walking slowly through the rain. Now we drive beneath the neon, streetlights glowing on the glass. Two tired souls still healing slowly, trying not to live in the past. People only love to come back, never love the years of pain, never feel the hidden pressure that can drive the soul insane. But we survived another winter, another season feeling low. all the pressure. Now I'm stronger through the pain, and even if the road gets harder, even if the scars remain, I'll keep walking toward tomorrow, never going back again. Cold wind hitting my face, early morning, empty streets. Another day to keep fighting, another day I won't be weak. I remember all the hard nights, all the stress inside my chest, feeling like the whole world moved on while I could barely get rest. People always had opinions, talking like they knew my life, but they never felt the pressure that I battled every night. So I stopped waiting for acceptance, stopped trying to fit inside, started building strength alone with all the darkness in my mind. Every workout, every failure, every lonely midnight run turned me into someone stronger than the person I was from. Now my focus feels unshaken, now my breathing feels alive. Everything that tried to break me only taught me how to rise. You can laugh behind my back now, you can doubt me every day. Still I'm waking up, improving, still I'm finding my own way. And she said, don't forget the pain you survived. Don't forget how far you came. So I learned to carry pressure without drowning in the rain. Now we drive through sleeping cities, streetlights glowing on the glass, talking about the future life we promised wouldn't fade so fast. People only see the comeback, never see the years of pain, never see the silent healing, never see what strength became. But we survived another winter, another season feeling low, and the version we are becoming is something they will never know. Now the fear feels so much smaller, now my soul feels hard to shake. Everything that once destroyed me only made me harder to break. No more living scared of failure, no more chains around my name. I was built from all the pressure, I was shaped through all the pain. And no matter where life leads me, no matter how dark it gets, I'll keep becoming stronger. I'm not even close to finished yet. I'm not finished rising yet. I remember feeling hopeless, like my future disappeared. Every day felt heavy on me, every night was filled with fear. People talking like they knew me, like they understood my pain, but they never fought the battles going on inside my brain. So I stopped waiting for rescue, stopped depending on the world, started building strength in silence, trying hard to heal my soul. Every morning I kept running, feels much stronger. Now my breathing feels alive. I survived the worst emotions and still somehow stayed alive. You can tell me all you want to. You can laugh and look away, but I know how much I suffered just to stand this tall today.
I was made through all the pressure. Every scar became my drive. Everything that tried to break me
Only taught me how to fight.
Late nights under empty streetlights, music loud inside my ears, thinking about the future version of myself beyond these years.
And she said, one day all this pain will shape you. One day all this stress will end. So I kept my focus forward, learning how to rise again.
Now we look toward tomorrow, not afraid of what may come, because we survived the darkest nights most people would run from.
People only love the outcome, never love the sacrifice, never feel the hidden pressure, never pay the hidden price.
No, one day they will finally see us, healthier hearts and steady minds, walking calmly through the chaos,
Leaving all that fear behind. I don't need to prove I'm worthy. I don't need the world's applause. I already survived enough to know exactly who I was. And no matter how life hits me, no matter how hard things get, I will keep becoming stronger. I'm not finished rising yet.
dark precision paces, a river's only sky, the memories of the life that I made known. Dark poemators of livers on the base, and never wanna take me back to gold. Dark poet emotions, the livers on the way, and partners celebrate that I can't say. Dark poet pieces, the livers on the street, and never get a life, only a day. Raindrops sliding down the window,
City lights blurring my eyes.
another night of overthinking,
Another fight to stay alive.
people thought I'd break from pressure,
Thought the stress would pull me down,
but they never saw the hunger
burning quietly through the doubt.
every lonely night of training,
Every walk through freezing air
built a version of me stronger
than the boy who once lived scared.
I remember feeling hopeless,
Feeling lost inside my head,
turning pain into ambition,
turning scars into a fire. Now my heartbeat feels much calmer. Now my breathing feels controlled. Everything that once destroyed me only built a stronger soul.
you can judge me if you want to.
You can laugh and walk away.
Still I wake up chasing progress.
Still I grow a little every day.
And she said,
One day all this pain will matter. One day you will feel complete. So I kept my focus forward, walking through these empty streets.
now we drive beneath the neon, music loud against the rain. Too tired, soul still healing slowly, trying not to break again.
People only love the comeback, never love the sacrifice, never feel the hidden pressure, living deep behind the eyes.
But we survived another winter,
Another season full of doubt,
and the people who once judged us
still don't know what we're about. Now the future feels much brighter. Now the fear don't feel the same. Everything that once controlled me only fed the inner flame.
no more fear controlling my life.
No more chains around my name.
I was built through all the pressure.
Now I rise above the pain. And even if the road gets harder, even if the scars remain, I'll keep walking toward tomorrow, stronger than I was again.
Another sunrise through the curtains, another chance to change my life. I got tired of feeling broken, tired of barely getting by. So I stopped listening to people, stopped believing every doubt, started training through the pressure, trying to become someone now. Every morning felt exhausting, every night felt way too long. Still I kept my body moving, trying hard to stay strong. People only saw the silence, never saw the work I did, never saw the pain and stress behind the calmness that I lived. Now my breathing feels much deeper, now my heartbeat feels controlled. Everything that tried to hurt me only built a stronger soul. You can judge me if you want to, you can laugh and walk away, but I know how far I've come now. I improve a little every day. I stopped chasing fake approval, stopped depending on the crowd, because lonely roads create people who eventually stand out. And she said, one day all
sunrise, windows down and music loud, talking about the future version of ourselves we dreamed about. People only love the outcome, never love the sacrifice, never see the hidden pressure that changes someone's entire life. But one day they will finally notice, not because of what we say, but because our minds grew calmer while they stayed the same. Now the future feels much closer, now the fear don't hit the same. I survived too many dark nights just to throw away the change. No more living scared of failure, no more hiding from the pain. Everything that once destroyed me only helped me rise again. And even if the road gets heavier, even if the storms remain, I'll keep becoming stronger again and again and again.
People laugh, look down on me, talk like they knew my ending. Cold eyes every time I walk by, like I was nothing worth remembering. But I stay quiet through the pressure, late nights carrying all that weight, running through empty streets alone, trying to turn pain into something great. Every scar made my mind stronger, every sleepless night changed me. While they wasted time judging, I was rebuilding silently. Now my body feels healthier, my mind feels harder than before. I don't chase validation anymore, I know exactly what I'm fighting for. You can laugh, you can stare, I still breathe a different air. Every wound became a lesson, every loss became progression. While you talk, I'm getting stronger, running miles, lasting longer. One day you'll see me rise, far beyond your small closed mind. I remember all the cold silence, all the fake smiles in crowded rooms, people acting like I disappeared, like pressure would become my doom. But pain became discipline, stress became another rep, loneliness became my teacher. Now I'm moving no regret. Midnight city lights keep flashing, heartbeat louder than before. Walking through the dark alone, but I don't feel afraid anymore. I stopped explaining myself, stopped trying to make them understand. Some people only notice growth when success is out of their hands. You can laugh, you can stare, I still breathe a different air. Every wound became a lesson, every loss became progression. While you talk, I'm getting stronger, running miles, lasting longer. One day you'll see me rise, far beyond your small closed minds. Now the pressure doesn't break me, now the stress just fuels the fire. Everything that tried to hurt me only built something stronger inside. I can finally feel the change, clearer mind and stronger lungs. I survived the worst standing higher.
Another night, another long walk. City lights reflecting rain. People talk behind my back, but I kept surviving through the pain. I was tired of fake attention, tired of feeling less than enough. So I disappeared into silence and turned my sadness into trust. Every morning felt exhausting, every thought was hard to hold, but I kept my body moving, even through the freezing cold. Now my heartbeat feels much calmer, now my breathing feels alive. Everything that tried to break me only taught me how to survive. Darkness change you, don't become what hurt you most. So I learned to carry pain without becoming like those ghosts. Now we drive through empty highways, music loud against the rain. Two broken souls still healing, trying not to feel ashamed. Everybody loves the outcome, nobody loves the climb. Nobody sees the lonely nights or the wars inside the mind. But we survived another winter, another season feeling low. And the people who once judged us will never know how far we've grown. Now the city feels much smaller, now the future feels more real. All the pressure that once crushed us only taught us how to heal. You can keep your fake opinions, you can keep your hollow pride. We don't need the world's approval to know we already survived. One day we'll look back laughing, far away from all this pain. Healthy hearts and clearer minds, standing taller through the rain. And even if the nights feel endless, even if the scars remain, we keep walking toward the sunrise, learning how to live again. Cold nights, empty streetlights, running from the noise again. You said I would never make it, now I'm stronger than I've ever been. Every scar across my heart, every tear I hid away, built built another piece inside me. I survived another day. I was drowning in the pressure, smiling while my soul went numb. But I kept my body moving, waiting for the day to come. Now I walk like I fear nothing. Now my eyes don't look away. You can hate me from the shadows, I'm still rising every day. I remember crying quietly, praying pain would disappear. Now the one you try to break learns to live without the fear. I don't need your validation, I don't need to hear your name. All the nights I felt forgotten turned my sadness into flame. We were fighting through the silence, through the stress and through the doubt. Everybody tried to break us, now they can't stop us now. You can laugh, you can judge us, you can say we'll never change, but we built ourselves from nothing. Now we're stronger through the pain. Late nights under neon colors, heartbeat louder than before. Every lonely step together opened up another door. People only love the ending, never stay through all the scars, never see the endless pressure, never see the hidden dark. Now my tears don't feel the same, now my soul feels harder too. Everything that tried to hurt me only showed me what is true. I stopped asking for acceptance, stopped explaining all the pain. Now I keep my focus forward, while the weak ones stay the same. We survived the coldest moments, we survived the longest nights. Now the future looks much brighter under all these city lights. You can stand there talking badly, you can doubt us every day. Still we rise above the pressure, still we find another way. One day when they finally see us calmer, healthier, standing tall, they will never know the battles we survived through after all. We don't need revenge to heal us, we don't need to scream or fight, we just keep becoming stronger, walking through the night.
I stopped talking about my pain, people never listened anyway. They judged me from a distance, like they knew every mistake I made. So I disappeared into the night, long walks with my headphones on, cold air filling up my lungs, trying to stay strong until the dawn. Every day I kept training, even when my mind felt weak, turning pressure into focus, turning silence into peace. Now I move a little colder,
talk so loudly, but I only hear myself now. You watch me struggle in the dark, but you won't watch me win. I was fighting private battles while you were laughing with your friends. Now the stress don't control me, now the fear don't live within. You watch me struggle in the dark, but you won't watch me win. I remember feeling broken, empty rooms and tired eyes, trying not to hide emotions, smiling through 1,000 lies. But something changed inside me. I got tired of feeling small, so I built myself in silence, brick by brick behind those walls. Now my body feels stronger, now my heartbeat feels alive. Late night workouts in the shadows, slowly bringing me back to life. People only love your story after all the pain is gone, but they never see the process, never see what built the calm. You watch me struggle in the dark, but you won't watch me win. I was fighting private battles while you were laughing with your friends. Now the stress don't control me, now the fear don't live within. You watch me struggle in the dark, but you won't watch me win. I don't need revenge anymore. Success speaks without a sound. I just keep moving forward while negativity burns out. And one day when they see me healthier, calmer, standing tall, they'll never know how many nights I almost gave up through it all. You watch me struggle in the dark, but you won't watch me win. Now I walk through every pressure like it never could begin. Every scar became a lesson, every loss became a gift. You watch me struggle in the dark, now I rise above all of it. Another night with heavy thoughts, another battle in my head, trying not to lose myself from all the things that people said. I remember feeling hopeless, feeling stuck and left behind, watching everybody moving while I fought inside my mind. Too much pressure on my shoulders, too much fear I couldn't hide, but I kept my body moving, kept the fire still alive. Every lonely walk at midnight, every workout, every scar, built a version of me stronger than the broken boy I was. Now my lungs feel full of oxygen, now my heartbeat feels controlled. Everything that once destroyed me only built a stronger soul. People laughed and kept on judging, thinking I would never change, but they never saw the discipline that was growing through the pain. And she said, one day stress will fade. One day you'll feel proud again. survive in darkness, through the cold and through the rain.
Now we ride beneath the neon, music shaking through the night. So tired, soul still healing slowly, trying hard to live life right.
People only see the comeback, never see the years it took, never feel the silent battles hidden underneath the look. But we survived another winter, another season feeling low. And the people who once judged us will never know how far we've grown. Now the future feels much brighter, now my vision feels more clear.
I stopped running from the pressure, stopped surviving through the fear. No more needing fake approval, no more chains around my neck.
Everything that once broke my heart only built me through the pain. And no matter how life tests me, no matter how hard it gets, I'll keep climbing through the darkness. I was born to rise from this. Midnight air against my skin, another long walk through the dark, trying to clear my heavy mind, trying to heal my tired heart. People thought I'd lose myself, thought the pressure made me weak, but they never saw the discipline I built quietly every week. Every sleepless night and setback, every lonely morning run, turned me into someone stronger than the person I was from. I remember all the cold silence, all the fake love, all the doubt. Everybody had opinions while I fought to make it out. Now my breathing feels much steadier, now my focus feels alive. Everything that once destroyed me only taught me how to survive. You can judge me from a distance, you can laugh behind my back. Still I wake up chasing progress, still I stay on my path. And she said, don't let darkness become your home, don't let sadness steal your light. So I kept my spirit moving through another painful night, through another painful night. Now we drive beneath the skyline, windows down, cold neon rain. Too exhausted, soul still healing, trying not to break again. People only love the outcome, never love the years of pain, never feel the hidden pressure living underneath the change. But we survived another winter, another chapter feeling
Wake up early, cold air breathing, city still asleep outside. Another day to keep improving, another chance to change my life. I got tired of feeling broken, tired of doubting who I am. So I turned my pain to discipline and built myself with both my hands. Every workout, every setback, every lonely night awake, every moment people doubted only made me harder to break. Now my body moves with purpose, now my mind feels locked and clear. I don't run away from pressure, I just face it without fear. You can keep your fake opinions, you can laugh behind my back while you waste your time complaining I'm too focused to react. I came too far to give up now. Too many scars, too much pain. Everything I once survived is the reason I won't break. I will keep getting stronger, I will keep pushing ahead, even on the days I'm exhausted, even when my thoughts turn dark. No more living for approval, no more chasing empty praise. I just want a better future built from sacrifice and change. Every mile, every heartbeat, every drop of sweat and night reminds me I'm still evolving, still becoming harder to stop. And she said, don't forget how far you came, don't let pressure steal your soul. So I learned to trust the process, even moving painfully slow. Now we drive beneath the sunrise, music shaking through the car, talking about the life we wanted back when things felt way too hard. People only see the ending, never see the years it takes, never feel the endless pressure that creates the strength we make. But one day they'll finally notice, not the words but how we changed. Calmer minds and stronger bodies, standing tall through all the pain. I came too far to stay the same, too far to live controlled by fear. Everything that tried to break me only brought my vision clear. I will keep getting stronger, I will keep moving ahead, and one day I'll become the person that the old me needed then. Rain falling on the windows, another long night drive, thinking about the old me who barely stayed alive. Too much stress, too many problems, too many nights alone, carrying all that pressure like a weight inside my soul. People thought I'd lose myself, thought the pain would make me weak, but I learned how to stay calm, even when life felt too deep. Every scar became a lesson, every failure built my name. Everything that tried to break me only changed me through the pain. Now my body feels much stronger, now my vision feels more clear. I stopped running from the pressure, stopped surviving through the fear. You can judge me from a distance, you can laugh and criticize, but you never felt the darkness that I carry every night. exhaustion, kept improving day by day.
While they wasted time pretending I was finding my own way.
And she said,
don't let sadness become who you are. Don't forget your heart inside. So I learned to keep my spirit, even while I fought to survive.
now we're driving through the city, streetlights glowing through the rain.
Too tired, soul still healing slowly,
Trying to escape the pain.
people only see the comeback, never see the years it took,
Never feel the sleepless nights,
hidden behind every look.
but we survived another winter,
Another season feeling low,
and the version we are becoming
would make the old us proud to know. Now the future feels much brighter, now the sky feels open wide. Everything that once destroyed us couldn't kill the fire inside. No more fear controlling my life, no more chains around my mind. I was built from all the pressure that would make most people hide. And no matter where life takes me,
no matter how hard things get.
I'll keep walking toward tomorrow.
I'm still becoming stronger, yeah. Strong streetlights glowing through the fog, cold wind moving through my clothes. Another night I stayed awake, thinking about the life I chose. People said I'd never change, said I'd always stay the same, but they never saw the battles hidden underneath the pain. I was carrying too much pressure, too much weight inside my chest, trying hard to keep it together while my mind could barely rest.
still I kept myself improving. One more run, one more late night, turning stress into ambition, turning darkness into light.
Every scar became a lesson, every loss became a spark. Everything that tried to break me only strengthened my heart.
Now my breathing feels much deeper, now my focus feels so clear. I stopped running from the pressure, stopped surviving through the fear. You can laugh and underestimate me, you can doubt me every day, still I wake up getting stronger, still I find another way.
And she said, one day all this pain will shape you, one day you will finally heal. So I learned to trust the process, even when it felt unreal. Now we drive through sleeping highways, music loud against the rain, too tired souls still healing slowly, trying not to break again. People only love the comeback, never love the sacrifice, never see the hidden pressure
living deep behind the eyes. But we survived another winter, another season feeling low. And the people who once judged us will never know how far we've grown. Now the future feels much brighter. Now my soul feels hard to shake. Everything that once destroyed me only made me harder to break. No more fear controlling my life. No more chains around my neck. I was built through all the pressure. Now I'll never be the same. And even if the nights get darker, even if the storms remain, I'll keep walking toward tomorrow, growing stronger through the pain.
I will win anyway. They kept saying I would fall, like they already knew my fate. Every cold look, every fake smile, every doubt became a weight. But I carried all that pressure through the rain and through the nights, running circles through the city, trying to keep my future bright. I was tired, barely sleeping, mind racing every day. Still I kept my body moving, never letting fear decide my way. Now I breathe a little deeper. Now my focus feels like steel. All the stress that tried to break me only taught me how to heal. You can doubt me if you want to, say my dreams are all too far, but I know what lives inside me. I know exactly who you are. I will win anyway, even if the road feels cold, even if nobody believes, even when my heart feels broke. I will rise above the noise, above every word you say. You can stand there judging me. I will win anyway. Late nights under neon lights, walking with my hood pulled low, thinking about the future life I promised myself long ago. Every workout, every failure, every lonely evening scar built a version of me stronger than the person that you saw. People only see the outcome, never see the sacrifice, never see the mental battles, never see the sleepless nights. But I survived my darkest moments. Now the fear don't hit the same. Pressure used to feel like drowning, now it feels like fuel and flame. I will win anyway, even if the road feels cold, even if nobody believes, even when my heart feels broke. I will rise above the noise, above every word you say. You can stand there judging me. I will win anyway. Now my eyes look so much clearer. Now my soul feels hard to shake. Everything that tried to hurt me only made me harder to break. I stopped chasing their approval, stopped explaining all my pain. Some people stay stuck forever. I refuse to do the same. One day they'll look up and wonder how I made it through the storm, but they never felt the pressure that forced me to transform. stress and through the pain. You can keep on doubting me, I will win anyway.